All right, cool. I see it. All right, here we go. So look, check it out. What a lot of people don't know about the Mississippians had was the whole country, right? This is where, hold on. Y'all gotta remember this. This is where all the tribes come from. You feel me? This is where the fucking Cherokee come from, the Sioux, because after the Mississippians, we broke. Because as Mississippians, they broke us up. We was warned, but then they was still gaining ground in the war, so they ended up breaking us up. And then when they broke us up, that's when we branched off into like, okay, Cherokee. That's why if you look up the Cherokee, they will let you know that they got some customs from the Mississippians. But I'm here to tell you that we was Mississippians. You got to understand that. And then because we was falling in frequency and we was warring with them, you feel me? They was gaining ground, doing their thing. They was fucking us up at certain points. But it was still a war, but they was winning certain points. And it was at them points that we continued to fall in frequency. And then we became Powhatans, Cherokee, Illinois Confederacy, Sioux, Apache, Navajo, all of that. But at first we was Mississippians. All right, you got to understand that because that's powerful. I'm going to tell you why. Because then you can understand about like the Cahokia Mounds. All right, the Cahokia Mounds were the same size as the pyramids of Giza in Egypt. I repeat, the Cahokia Mounds, which was the headquarters of the Mississippian culture. So we talking Mississippian culture. The headquarters was Cahokia. That's in Cahokia, Illinois. All right. You're going to understand this is why when we fell in frequency, those closest to Illinois became the Illinois Confederacy. And they was a hard fighting group of what you want to call indigenous people, tribes. You feel me? The Illinois Confederacy. And they was composed of all the Midwest today. Wisconsin, Indiana, Michigan, Ohio, all of that. All the whole Midwest. You feel me? Everybody that stayed close toward the capital of the Mississippian tribe culture, which was Cahokia. Everybody that stayed close there, when we fell, they became the Illinois Confederacy. This is where Chicago get its name from. Chicago was one of the chiefs in the Illinois Confederacy. So was Black Hawk. So was Peoria. It's like 3 tribes. I think it's Ujma or something like that. They was in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? This is why you got to understand that this is why these areas, because now I'm not bragging about no violence, because it's violent everywhere. I repeat, it's violent everywhere, but we strictly talk about in the Midwest right now. So don't be in the comments talking about some, nigga, my hood harder than yours. I ain't saying all that. You feel me? But what I'm saying is this, man. I ain't dissing nobody hood, none of that. All I'm saying is this, so nobody where nobody from. But what I'm saying is, this is why specifically in the Midwest, them towns is violent like that, okay? It ain't nothing but warrior energy in the Illinois Confederacy, because these was the ones that stayed and fought the hardest against the oppressors trying to hold down the Mississippians. Because what became the Illinois Confederacy was the warriors of the Mississippian tribes. You feel me? Of the Mississippians, you feel me? And you was either like on the West Coast with it. It don't matter where you was at. If you was West Coast, you was Mississippian. You was East Coast, you was Mississippian. You was down south, you Mississippian. Midwest, this was Mississippian land. We was Mississippians first. This you got to know. Oh, I'm from New York. I'm from Chicago. I'm from, nigga, we all Mississippians, nigga, if you want to be technical. I'm just giving you our different names. You feel me? The different names we fell through. Because after Mississippians, they broke us up, and then we became more little smaller tribes. They broke us up into smaller tribes. It wasn't a good thing when we fell from Mississippians. We was one big tribe. You had a bunch of different chiefs, too, yeah. But we was one big tribe. Everybody got along, all that. We was just on warring with them. But when they broke us up, though, when they chopped us up, we became all these other smaller tribes. And that helped them to conquer more land eventually. And then we became Negroes. And then we became, you know what I'm saying? Because after the tribes, and they was able to, we split up. You know, like in the movies, they always do that stupid ass shit. Niggas split up. You be like, why is they splitting up for? That's the dumbest shit you could do. Niggas, you know, in the movies, you know, motherfuckers get into a jet. We gonna all split up. Man, listen, fam. And what happened? Motherfuckers split up in scary movies, get their ass chased down. Every time. It never failed. It never failed in the movies. Y'all know I ain't lying. It gets to your favorite part. I'm using the movie as an example. Like, you get to your favorite part of the movie, your favorite character, everybody like, all right, we gonna split up. What is we splitting up for, nigga? We staying together. You feel me? Jason chasing